Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I figured I would do another Adam Sachs DIY tutorial. I have a extra large men's shirt right here. Um, this is one of my boyfriend's shirts that I got for him, but he never really wore it. So I figured I would DIY it and create something for you guys. Sorry, that's my son in the background. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off my collar here, and I'm just going to follow exactly where my edge is there. So I'm just going to take my scissors, cut this off as best as you can. Of course, as soon as he hears me talking, as soon as I press record on my camera, he starts yelling about. He was being pretty quiet before. Okay, so here is my collar. I got this all cut out. Now the next thing I'm gonna do, actually, I'm just gonna hold it up to my body here just to see how like low the neck comes down, because I may want to make it come down a little lower. Okay, so it is still pretty high. So I'm gonna take it down a little bit here. So gonna go about to my halfway mark here, and then flip this little piece over just so both my sides can be somewhat the same. Okay, and then just follow that little guide there, and then go ahead and bring it all the way. So that's how much I took off, and here is my new neckline right here. And I think what I'm going to do, alright, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to maybe cut down these sleeves a little bit. So I'm just going to bring these like folded in half so my sleeves are as even as possible, like so. And then I'm just gonna cut like so. Just kind of like start from the armpit all the way up, just so it gives a little bit of a smaller sleeve. Cut through both. Just like so. And so here's two of the sleeves here. There we are. I'm just gonna get rid of these little okay. And then I'm gonna flip my shirt onto its back and try my best to find the middle. It's easier if you have a shirt that has a side seam that goes down from where the armpit is, because then like it would be easier to find your center back. But because this shirt doesn't have one, it's gonna have to work with it. Okay, so make sure that you got no bumps. I mean, my shirt is pretty wrinkly, but you don't want any bumps underneath both sides of your fabric here, because then it might disturb. Um, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working in like a triangle and just making slits all the way down till I get to the bottom. I think maybe I'll go to about here. I mean, you can't really see, but okay. So I'm going to be making my cuts like in a triangle shape. So my first cut is going to be longer at the top, and then I'm going to be going smaller and smaller and smaller as I continue going down. So you can make your slits as wide as you want them. I'm not going to give you like a certain length to make them. It's totally up to you. Alright, so for these little ones, now that I'm down here, I'm going to make them maybe about like an inch long, and I'm going to continue them all the way to where I want to end right there. Okay. So I am going to be using the scraps from my t-shirt, or from my my sleeves here, and I'm just gonna cut little strips so then I can use them to tie some of these strings together. So I'm gonna make them, I don't know, maybe like half an inch to an inch long, and I'm just gonna stretch it out as far as you can, and then I'm just gonna cut these. I'm gonna cut this in half and then cut these into half, like so. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 strings here, and I'm gonna put those off to the side for a second, and then I'm going to unfold this, and then I will stretch out my strings here. Now I did get another mannequin, so I'm actually gonna put my shirt on my mannequin here. Oh goodness, I'm going to bring you up a little bit, bring my mannequin over. Alright, and slip the shirt on top. Now if you don't have a mannequin, it's totally fine. You can you know, use a pillow or use a friend, or you could just do it like on the counter and just follow what I'm doing and just try it on as you go. Let's see. Okay. Trying. Oh goodness, okay. So this is what you should have here. Stretch it out. Now, if you wanted to leave it like this, you totally could. I'm going to be taking my 4 pieces of string here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Do I want to do? Do I want to do 3 or 4? You know what? I'm going to do 4. I'm going to try and find my middle as best as I can, and I'm going to take one of these strings here and I'm just going to tie that off just like so. There you go. And then do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take another string. Find the middle as best you can. Tie that in the middle. And I'm going to double knot it just so it's more secure. If you wanted, you could leave these strings. I'm going to cut mine off. So 1, 2, 3. I think maybe, yeah, I'll do 4 again. There we go. And then grab the next 4. Whoops. Find my middle. There we go. Okay. So alright, maybe bringing this collar down a little bit was maybe not a good idea because, I mean, it's not too bad. It'll still look good, I guess. So this is what we have so far. I can pull that over a little bit. Okay. So, now what we're going to do is I'm going to do a simple twist weave. I'm going to go like turn my bottom here. You see these little strings here. I'm just going to do a simple twist weave down here. Okay, and then I'm going to make a little snip at my end here just to tie it off. Just like so. And then I'm going to cut that apart. And then I'm going to tie off at that little hole that I had just cut. Cut those off. Make sure like you don't cut any of these strings right here. Otherwise, your hard work will be broken. Okay, so now you could leave it like that. I am not too sure on if I want to do something to my sleeves here or just let the party stay in the back. What I am going to do actually is I'm going to cut off my bottom hem here because I mean my hems on my sleeves and on the neck are gone, so might as well cut off the hem on the bottom here. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Alright. just cut off my bottom here. Yeah, and I think that's all that I'm going to do today. So this is what you should have, and I'm going to try it on for you guys now. Alright, here is the shirt. I'm going to get it down a little bit. Here we have the shirt. Now if you wanted to make the collar even bigger, you could,